All right, I have had so many people ask me, like, how do I know I'm working hard enough? Or what does supersets look like? Or just kind of like they don't know the tempo and what I'm expecting of workouts. And really, I always just say, push yourself. And if you feel like you've left something behind, then you can do more next time. But also, a better example is just to show you. So I did a quick shoulder workout. It took me about 40 minutes, and this video is going to just show you that, and I'm going to just kind of walk you through and really just kind of explain my workouts, and that might help you gauge how your workouts are going. All right, so hopefully this helps. Okay, so are you working hard enough? This is my real-time workout. I started out with a warm-up. I always do warm-ups, especially with shoulders. I like to warm up my wrist. Foam rolling my back. I sit in the chair all day, so definitely want to foam roll my back and my IT band here. And just really important to feel nice and loose, especially if you have a desk job. Very important to not skip any of this. All right, so first off, I start with a tricep. Tricep just meaning there's 3 exercises. So I did kettlebell overhead, and I think I did about 12 of these. I don't quite remember. And then I immediately went to a cable upright row. Again, this is in real, like this is sped up, but notice there's really no rest between. I'm just going from 1 to 1. And I do them all really close to each other so that I can get to that exercise really quick. So I think I did like 12 overhead kettlebell swings, 12 upright row, and then 10 push-ups. I was kind of going for speed and heart rate. So I was elevating my heart rate, not really letting that rest too much, and busting it out. And then I think I did 3 sets of this. No, I did 4 sets. That's right, because cameraman, he was like, no, let's do one more. Of course, he says that because he's the one just holding the camera, right? So I think I ended up doing 4. If you haven't watched my hip hinge video, make sure you watch that. Really kind of plays and roll with kettlebell swings and kettlebell overhead. And you can see I'm shaking my arms because they're really burning. And then you can also see here, I started out, it was a little too light. Don't be afraid to change your weight in the middle of that. Just because you pick that weight doesn't mean you have to stick with it. You know, you can go up or down. You'll also notice I've got these wraps around my wrist. Those are to help my wrist. I got kind of weak wrist, they hurt. So I put those on my wrist wrap, or my wrist for shoulder days, chest days, anything like that. So I don't know if you saw it too, I also pulled my phone out of my flip belt. That way my phone is just always on my hip, not on the floor. And I'm wearing my wire headphones in this workout. So my phone has to be nearby. Okay. So I think I'm finally done. Woo! Guys, you have no idea. That really burned your shoulders. Now, I really probably only took about 90 seconds in between. Went to the next exercise. So here I'm going to do a machine shoulder press. I adjusted the seat. I kind of want the bar about my shoulder height. I don't ever want my shoulder to roll forward. And then I'm doing it narrow grip, so it's going to hit the front delt a little bit more. The key thing too is don't let your back arch on that. Keep your back nice and straight. Then we did some bent over rear delt fly, really working the back. So here I'm focusing on the front of my shoulder and the back of my shoulder. And that one I did a little bit heavier, so those are like, I think 15 pounds. And I did 10 reps. Oh, I'm getting my water bottle. I was like, I think that was just a superset, but yeah, it was. So my water is about 45 ounces, 40 ounces or whatever. I'm not quite sure how big it is, but it's big. I try to make sure I drink at least one during a workout. So always kind of just sipping on it throughout and in between. I did add a little bit of weight. This one has a little slider weight on it that you can slide over. It adds 5 pounds. And then, just kidding, it was really heavy. So I took it off halfway through. And again, 10. I'm really bad at these ones. They're hard and heavy. So again, 10. And this one really, I just like caught my breath for a little bit, sat down and repeated. I was lifting pretty heavy on the shoulder press too, I think. think it was around 60 or 70 pounds on the machine, but don't let that like determine how you pick your weight. Every machine is so different. It's really just a number. That way you can know when you sit down there next time what you did last time. But if you go to a different gym, I mean, you can try to use it as a gauge, but don't be ashamed if like another gym's way off. This one I think I was a little tired. Took a little bit longer of rest. That I think is in real time. That's not sped up. I was really resting that long in real life. So, ugly faces. That is how you know you're lifting hard enough. And when you shake your arms like this, that's another way that you know you're lifting hard enough. I was actually really sore the next day after this. And then again, looking at the rear delt, just the back of your shoulder. Really not arching the low back, and also not throwing my back, like trying to get momentum. Just all in the shoulders. So all 3 sets took about 4 minutes, it says. Felt like hell. Felt a lot longer. Oof! This one's fun. So you like to do things every once in a while to make you feel like a Billy Badass. This bar, our gym has like these light bars. That's literally 15 pounds. And so I like to grab it and make it look like I'm just throwing weight around. But then I did burpees over bar. Yeah, I think I did 8 total each side or something like that. I don't know, you'll have to maybe slow this down and count. And then I wore my heart rate monitor, and I'm dying. So a heart rate monitor, my MyZone, you guys can get a promo code from us. It gives you kind of colors too. It's kind of cool. There's something to like validate that you're working hard. I think it's important to feel good about yourself when you're working out, and those heart rate monitors are awesome. So again, front raises, and then burpee over bar. This one was just a superset, but it had burpees in it, so that's enough. I like to do trisets at the very beginning, just because then like it warms you up, and then as you go throughout, you can do like just 2. So I was showing the red. I got to the red. No, and then here I wanted to show you guys that it's really just, it's 18. Looks really cool, but it's only 18. So again, like I said, it makes me feel badass, but it's not that bad. So I don't die. I'm gonna be in green just for a little longer. So then what I'm also talking about too is using my heart rate monitor to gauge. I don't want to like go back to back too much. Sometimes keeping your heart rate up that high is really, really hard. So I was gonna let it get down to green. I think green is about like maybe 60%. And then once I kind of felt a little bit better, then I was gonna go. And maybe I'm just stalling because this one has burpees in it. Necessary evil. But yeah, I was really sore from this one. But again, they can be short and quick and just as effective. It's just all about your heart rate. Just push yourself. Oof. Finally. Ooh, that one took a look at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So not too bad. Not too bad of a workout. And then, so that one like altogether took me about 45 minutes. And then here I can walk in and do cardio. And I think I'm going to tell you about kind of what I would have done. All right, so we just got done doing shoulders. You saw 3 quick supersets. We started off with a tricep. That's when I was doing the kettlebell swings and the upright rows and push-ups. Then we went to the shoulder press machine, supersetted with rear delt fly. That was just a quick superset. And then we finished off with another quick superset where we did front raises, supersetted with burpees over bar. 10 reps, 12 reps. You kind of saw I was going to challenging. I was breathing hard. Just because it's upper body day shouldn't be super easy. Always should be challenging yourself, whether you need to move up halfway through because you underestimated your strength, or dropping down a little bit because you saw sometimes I got too cocky and halfway through I had to drop it. So that took me about 45 minutes. A lot of my workouts have cardio at the end, so right now if I were to start my HIIT cardio, maybe 15-20 minutes, or my steady cardio, either way I wouldn't be any longer than an hour and 15 minutes. So I strongly believe that workouts should not be over an hour and a half. I mean, nowhere close to 2 hours, unless you're maybe training for something that you really need to, but really quick and dirty, breathing hard,
You saw my heart rate monitor. The goal is to get it up and down. Again, you can see here it kind of showed me right now I'm not really elevated, I'm just sitting here talking. But you see the red, that's really high, yellow, green. So definitely did some work. I forgot to start it. So when I'm done, it will update and it will tell me how many calories I burned and all that. But that kind of gets you an idea of how intense your workout should be. Have you ever asked yourself, am I working out hard enough? This is kind of giving you an idea of how hard they really should be. So let that be your gauge and push yourself.
Okay, so there you go. Breathing hard, get your heart rate elevated, and I hope you guys really enjoy that, just to give you an idea. Again, if you have any suggestions, anything else that might help you with your workouts, send me an email at allie@tfltrainer.com. I will be happy to put this in the membership site for you. Just let me know what you like. All right, thanks guys.